Hi, it's Dr. J. Maybe you can call me Maestro since I'm playing the guitar. I'm going to show you a few techniques that heavy metal musicians use. And the first one is going to be the power chord, and we're going to build a riff from the power chord. My guitar is distorted as opposed to a regular sounding guitar, which we call clean sound. So I do have distortion on. I'm going to play the opening riff of Black Sabbath's Iron Man with power chords, and then I'm going to play it with single notes, and you should be able to tell the difference. So power chord is based on the lowest note in the configuration. It's often played on just 2 strings. They look like this, and this is Iron Man. Same riff, okay? Starts with power chords, then it goes to single note. Sometimes we use a different kind of power chord called an inversion, and an inversion uses the higher note in the configuration as the root. Smoke on the Water is played with inversions. If we played that with power chords, it would sound like this. Doesn't sound the same, does it? You can tell the difference. We also talked about chugs and gallops. I'm going to go ahead and do one of each of those. We'll just play Paranoid by Black Sabbath. It has a great chug in its main riff. And a chug or a gallop is always muted. We use palm muting. So on the back of the bridge, by the bridge of the guitar, we'll put our hand on the strings, and that mutes the sound, and it gives us that distinctive chug or gallop. Okay. Another popular way to do a chug is to just use an open chord. That's a chug. Okay. Sometimes we'll do them faster, we'll vary them. In fact, a gallop is really a varied chug. So I'm going to play the opening of The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. It's got a great gallop in it. That's a gallop. It sounds like a gallop, so that's the difference between a gallop and a chug. A gallop is a chug that sounds like a horse galloping, so you shouldn't have too much trouble differentiating those. Another technique that heavy metal musicians like to use is called tapping. Tapping's usually used in solos, but sometimes riffs are built out of taps too. And tapping isn't based on a chord. We don't use power chords or inversions when we tap. Tapping is usually done on a particular string. Sometimes you can do it on a series of strings, but it's making notes by touching the string to the neck without using a pick, or without using, without strumming it, without hitting a power chord. So I'm going to do the opening of an Iron Maiden song called Passchendaele, which is my favorite Iron Maiden song. And this is called tapping. We're going to tap out this opening riff. Try again. That's very distinctive sounding approach. Eddie Van Halen likes to tap. Most guitarists after Van Halen actually incorporate tapping into their solos at some point in time. So it's a skill I'm still working on, but I do like that opening tap of Passchendaele. And then right after the tap, they just have a series of power chords in a diatonic arrangement that makes a new riff. Just power chords. The riff after that, just power chords. all together, they spell riff. Okay? Put the riffs together, it makes a song. I guess that's all for now. Maybe I'll make a new video some other time. Thanks.